Ladies, gentlemen, and eldritch horrors beyond mortal comprehension, welcome to the first episode of Lore Illustrated. My name is Gabriel, your narrator. This cute little gremlin is your guide/illustrator, the Bowtie Bandit, and for the maiden voyage of this cursed vessel, we will be touring the life, sightings, and cultural impact of the Mothman. Now you may be asking yourself, what in tarnation is a Mothman? And that is a very good question, nondescript country person from a vague southern state. The Mothman is what is known as a cryptid, a being of true mystery, unknown to the masses, a being that is... What? I'm trying to sell the hype. Whatever. Mothman, or Mothy, is not really known. There's not much to talk about when it comes to his life, his origins, how he was born, if he was even conceived like the rest of us. All that we really know is that he showed up one day. However, one thing that is a absolute fact and totally not something that was just made up for the purpose of this video is that the Mothman is best friends with the Bowtie Bandit. Yep, they're besties. Look at them together in this one little picture. Gotta love them. The Mothman is a sensitive soul. He loves to knit. He loves to draw. He loves hiking. He loves taking weird expeditions into unknown rural parts of America and around the globe. He also is a big threat to people, apparently, allegedly. I don't know. We're gonna find out in what is known as the Mothman sightings. The first recorded sighting of the Mothman was in Clinton, West Virginia. But let's be honest here, we're here for the Point Pleasant sightings. These sightings happened on the 15th and 16th of November, respectively. They sparked fear, outrage. The government got involved. It was crazy. Here are some of the testimonials of the people that blamed the Mothman for many, and I mean many, outlandish things. This dang moth took my dog. It also caused my TV to static. I believe that the moth is a herald of the end times. We're doomed, I tell you. Doomed! These were totally real testimonials, and I did not ad-lib anything. I'm just kidding, I did ad-lib some of it. But this was the general consensus of the public during the time. They were afraid. They had no idea what this thing was, where it came from. It had big, bright red beating eyes, white feathery wings. It was a horror show happening live. And for not just one, not just two, but for the whole town to see it in different ways, that's quite startling. Granted, I highly doubt that the Mothman was responsible for the disappearance of the dog. May have been responsible for TV static because of how radio waves used to work back in the day. But it's still fascinating thinking about how a small town got turned upside down because of one sighting that then turned into another sighting, that then turned into another sighting, that then turned into a whole festival. Yes, there's a Mothman festival. Did I forget to mention that? Point Pleasant is the home of the Mothman festival that takes place in September. Every year, they have memorialized their terrifying encounter with this creature into something truly wonderful. And why wouldn't they? The public already deemed the Mothman an icon, a superstar. It is one of the more fascinating parts of American history. And some may even say UK history, with the Owlman of... Hold up, I'm gonna try and pronounce this properly. The Owlman of Monum, which was spotted in 1976. which bears a striking resemblance to our Moth friend. So that's something for the history books. The Mothman wasn't just a 1970s, 1960s phenomenon either. He still claimed to be spotted in this day and age as recently as 2024 in Kane County, Illinois. He's also been spotted in Japan, Russia, and Ukraine, and possibly even more places possibly even more undocumented locations throughout the 2020s and 2010s, respectively. This cryptid has taken the world by storm. He has plushies, he has merchandise, he has videos. Lots and lots and lots of videos. So many that this one may get lost in the ether. But that's a concern for me and only me and no one else. Okay, I know you're here too. I know it's not just me. I'm just a narrator. I get it. Whatever. Point is, I wish more could be discussed here. This is probably going to be the shortest video on the channel as our introductory episode. But to talk more about the Mothman would trail into the land of conspiracy, and I'm not really suited for conspiracy. I just like talking about the lore and the facts that are totally not made up this time. I do want to encourage you to go and do your own research though. The lore of the Mothman is very rich and deserves to be explored. Both the conspiracy theories involving the Men in Black and FBI cover-ups to just how Point Pleasant decided to turn this into a beautiful marketing spectacle. It's really awesome. Now, with the video concluding and Bowtie needing to take a nap and I need to go and start working on the script for our next video talking about Cthulhu, I would like to thank you all so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. I do not take any of this for granted. I hope that you all have wonderful days. I hope that we were able to entertain you just a little bit. And I hope to see you next time as we talk about Cthulhu and what the heck Eldritch horror is. Stay safe and sweet nightmares. I know. I need to do better. I'll tighten it up for the next one, okay? What do you mean you made a mistake hiring me? What do you mean I'm unprofessional? I use totally way too much? Really? I argued with you way too... It's called having a dynamic. It's called having a banter. This is our first episode. We're trying to get this together. We're trying to get people entertained, get people hooked a little bit, you know? Look, I'm trying my best. This is my first paid gig, okay? And you're only paying me a Cinnamon Toast Crunch, alright? I can only do so much. I promise episode 2 will be so much better. I promise I'll narrate better. I'll have better facts, better everything. Is your friend disappointed? See, he liked it. All right, boss. I'll do better.